keys. So by definition, a key is a piece of a mild steel inserted between the shaft and the hub of the pulley to connect this together in order to prevent relative motion between them. So napag-usapan natin ang shaft. So normally ang shaft natin ay ginagamit sa transmission ng power or motion. So yung ating shaft nilalagyan natin sa pulley. So para makapag-transmit tayo ng shaft power or motion, so yung shaft na in-insert natin sa pulley, para relative ang motion ng dalawa sa isa't isa, maglalagay tayo ng connection which is the key. So paano ba ang itsura ng isang key? So this one. So we have here the shaft. So ito yan. And then we have here a pulley. So para magkaroon tayo ng connection between those two, meron tayong key, which is a small piece of steel. And since umiikot natin shaft key, so subject sa ating torsion. So kung may torsion or torque, meron tayong force. So kung may force, meron tayong stress. So ang key natin ay subject to different kind of stresses. So let's visualize those stresses. So first one, the key is subject to shear stress. So, diba umiikot na ating shaft? So ito ay subject to shear stress. So ipakita natin yung ating shear stress sa key. So let's say ito yung ating key. And of course, umiikot yung ating shafting. So meron tayong stress, which is the formula of force over area. So ang ating key yan is subject to a force. So nandito yung ating mga forces. So of course, alam natin na kapag shear stress, ang ating force ay nag-act parallel to area. And of course, ang ating key ay meron mga dimension. So this is the width, denoted as B. This is the thickness, and this is the length. So alin ang area na subject to shear stress? So yung masishear dyan will be the parallel to the forces. So ito yan. So yan yung ating area na parallel to the forces. So yan ay isang rectangle. So ano yung ating area? So area will be length times width, which is the length times the width, which is B. So yan ang area to be sheared. And we know, paano ba tayo nagka-force? So meron tayong torque. So ang torque ay force times radius, which is 1/2 of the diameter. Sabihin natin magiging force ay magiging i-cross multiply natin yung 2, so ito magiging 2 times the torque over the diameter. So itong force natin, ilagay natin dito. Itong area na to, ilagay dito. So ilagay, so ating stress will be shear stress. So the shear stress will be, the force is 2T over T. At ating area ay LP. So ating shear stress for our key is 2 times the torque over L, that's the length, D, that is the width, and D, that is the diameter of our shaft. This is our derived formula for the shear stress. So saan nanggaling? Sa force over area. So normally, anong ating formula na ating unit of stress, that is megapascal or PSI. How about the compressive stress? So since nakalagay ating key sa ating keyway or key seat, nako-compress yung key natin. So ano naman yung section na nako-compress? So kanina meron tayong shear stress. So another thing is the compressive stress. So again, meron tayong forces dito. So ating compressive naman, it is an axial stress. So isibihin ng ating force ay nag-act perpendicular to our area. and using the same dimensions. So, alin section ang compress? So, alin ba yung maiipit o alin yung subject to compression? So, ito yun. So, anong area nun? So, ilalagay natin sa stress equal to force over area. So, yung area, subject to compression will be, so ito yun. So, still a rectangle. So, ano ba yung section na to? Ito ay kalahati ng thickness. So, that is 1/2 times thickness times, of course, na length. So, that's our area subject to compression. That's 1/2 times length times thickness. And of course, na-derive natin kanina na ang force ay 2T over T. So, ating magiging compressive stress will be, so ano ang ating force? So, ang force ay 2T over D. At ano ang ating area? Ang area ay 1/2 length times thickness. So, it will become, so 2 divided 1/2, that will be 4. That will be 4T over L T T. So, that is our derived formula for compressive stress. Still, ang P ay torque, that's the capital T. L is length, the small letter d is the thickness, while the capital letter D is our diameter of the shaft. This is our compressive stress for the key. So, yun ang ating tatandaan sa key calculations. Let's try these problems. A 4 inches shaft using a flat key whose width is 1 inch is transmitting a torque of 63,000 inch-pound. If the design shearing stress is 5,000 psi, the safe length is length. So, bibinigay na shearing stress for our flat key. So, our formula is 2T over LPT. So, ilagay natin yung ating mga given. So, our shear stress is 5,000 psi or pounds per square inches, equivalent to 2 times the torque, which is 63,000 inch-pound, divided by the safe length, which is our unknown, D, which is the width, 1 inch, and the diameter of the shaft, which is 4 inches. Okay, so inch times inch, that is square inches, and pounds cancel. So our unit ng length will be inches. So what is the safe length of the key? It is equivalent to 6.3 inches. That is our answer. Next problem. A 1,200 millimeter cast iron pulley is fastened to a 112.5 millimeter shaft by means of a 28.13 millimeter square key, 175 millimeters long. What force acting at the pulley ring will shear the key if the shear stress of the key is 20.67 kilogram per square millimeter? So, pakita natin yung ating dimension. So, let's start with our pulley, which is a cast iron pulley with a diameter of 1,200 millimeters. And of course, nakapasan nito yung ating 112.50 millimeter shaft. So, ano nga yung nagko-connecta sa dalawang yon? So, para magkaroon ng relative motion with each other, kailangan ng P. yan ang ating configuration. So, of course, meron tayo dyan forces. So, meron tayong force over LB, which is the formula for our shear stress, which is already given. And since ito ay para sa key, ang force ito ay force the key. So, alin ba yun? So, meron tayong force dito. So, yung force at the key, so that is the force acting at the key, which is this one. Kaso ano bang hinahanap? What force acting at the pulley key? So, ito yung unknown natin. So, paano natin hanapin yun? So, since meron tayong dalawang forces dito, which has different locations, so pwede natin gamitin yung concept ng mechanics. So, assume natin na ito ay nasa equilibrium at meron tayong dalawang forces at different location, so pwede tayong gamit ng summation of forces at the vertical at the horizontal or pwede rin moment. So, dito pwede tayong gamit ng moment. So, iikot yung ating pulley. So, summation of moment, assuming that all clockwise moments are positive, is equal to 0. So, ano yung ating mga magiging forces? So, we have here force at the key. So, anong ikot niya? So, it is clockwise dito. So, ito ay magiging positive. At ano ang distance natin? So, ilalatang distance will be the distance from the center. So, ito yun. So, ano ba ang layo ng force na to sa ating center? So, ito yung ating radius ng shaft. So, this will be radius of the shaft. And then, meron tayong force sa pulley. So, ano magiging ikot naman ito? Ito ay magiging counterclockwise. So, minus tayo. Force ng pulley multiplied by ano ang layo naman ng ating center sa ating force ng pulley. So, ito yung ating radius ng pulley. So, this will be multiplied by the radius of the pulley and then equal to 0. So, that is our moment equation. So, itong mga ito, given to kasi may binigay tayo mga diameter ng pulley and diameter ng shaft. And then ito ang nawawala. So, bago natin masolve ang force ng pulley, kailangan ko isolve ng force ng key, which is nandito. So, isolve muna natin ang ating force acting at the key. So, we have the shear stress of 20.67 that is kilogram per square millimeter. It's equivalent to the force acting at the key divided by L times P. So, saan ang nanggaling yan? So, that the shear stress is force over area. At ang area na nasi-shear ay length times the width of the key. So, ang length natin, it is 175 millimeters long multiplied by the width of the key, which is, ang sabi nito, it is a square key, 28.13 millimeters. So, kapag square key, ang width at thickness ay iisa. It is 28.13 millimeters. So, 2 millimeters cancel. So, our force acting at the key is equivalent to how many kilogram of forces? So, this is equivalent to 101,753.24 kilogram. Pwede natin gamitin yung moment equation. So, force acting at the key is 101,753.24 times the radius of the shaft. So, ang radius ng shaft, may binigay tayo na diameter ng shaft. So, ito ay kalahati. So, kalahati ng 102.50, yun ang radius. And then minus force acting at the pulley multiplied by the radius of the pulley, which is makukuha natin dito kasi ito ang diameter ng pulley. So, kalahati ng diameter ng pulley ng 1,200, yun ang radius. And equal to 0. 0. So what is the force acting on the pulley ring? It is equivalent to 9,539.37 kilograms. That is the force acting at the pulley ring. So dito gawa tayo ng moment equation. And of course yung ating original formula ng stress, which is force over area. At tatandaan, ang area to be sheared ay length of the key times width of the key. Next one, a line shaft with a power of 100 kilowatts at a speed of 1,200 RPM had a rectangular key used in its pulley connection. Consider the shearing stress of the shaft to be 40 megapascal and the key to be 200 megapascal. Determine the width of the rectangular key if it is 1/4 of the shaft diameter. So nawawala ay width of the key, which is denoted as B. The size of problem, it is 1/4 of the shaft diameter. Or in equation form, this is B is equal to 1/4 D. So para masolve ang width, kailangan ko masolve ang diameter. Kasi doon naka-depende ang measurement ng ating width of the rectangular key. So 1/4 of the diameter. So saan ko pwede makuha ang diameter ng shaft? Of course, sa stress ng shaft, which is 60P over pi dq. So pag nasolve ko ito, masosolve ito din ang ating B. So, dependent ang B sa diameter. So, meron ba tayong given na stress ng shaft? Yes, the stress is 40 megapascal. Nawawala ang B. So, kailangan ko ng torque. So, saan ba natin nakukuha normally ang torque? Sa power. Given power of 100 kilowatts and speed of 1,200 RPM, masosolve natin ang torque. So, kumain natin isolve ang ating torque. So, our power in kilowatt is 100. Equivalent to N na 1,200 RPM times torque over 9.549 times 10 to the 6. So, what is the torque in Newton millimeters? It is equivalent to 795 750. That's Newton millimeters. Since meron ng torque, pwede ko lang gamitin ang shearing stress sa shaft, which is 40 megapascal or Newton per millimeter squared. It's equivalent to 16 times the torque of 795 750 Newton millimeter divided by pi d cube. Cancel ang Newton. So, mm squared times millimeter, that will be millimeter cube. And since ito ay d cube, so cube root of mm cube, that will be millimeters. So, what will be our diameter in millimeters? It is equivalent to 46.62 millimeters. At ngayong meron tayong diameter, pwede ko lang masolve ang width of the rectangular key. And that is 1/4 of the shaft diameter, 46.62. So what is our width? It is equivalent to 11.65 millimeters. Next one, a solid steel machine shop with the same shearing stress of 7,000 psi transmits a torque of 10,500 inch-pound. A square key is used whose width is equal to 1/4 of the shaft diameter and whose length is 1 1/2 times the shaft diameter. Find the key dimensions. So nakita natin mga dimension, which is, ano ba mga dimension ng key? So yun yung width, thickness, and length. So yun ang hanapin natin, yung measurement ng dimension ng key natin. So ano ba mga given? So una, sabi sa problem, the square key has a width equal to 1/4 of the shaft diameter and length of 1 1/2 or 1.5 times the shaft diameter. So napapansin, ang ating width and length ay pareho nakadepende sa diameter. So again, ang ating shaft ay may binigay na same shearing stress. So doon natin kukunin ang ating diameter of the shaft, which is 16P over 5P. Meron tayong shearing stress of 7,000 psi and a torque 10,500. Masosolve natin ang diameter. At once masolve ang diameter, masosolve na rin natin ang width and length. So start tayo sa shear stress ng shaft, which is 7,000 psi. Equivalent to 16 times the torque over 5 PQ. Cancel ang pounds. This will be inches cubed. So ang diameter natin ay naka-inches. So what is the measurement of our diameter of the shaft in inches? It is equivalent to 1.97 inches. So, pwede natin makuha ang width as well as the length. So, our width is 1/4 of the shaft diameter, which is 1.97. So, ang width natin ay 0.49 inches. So, yan ang dimension ng ating key. Pero alam natin, normally, ang mga dimension, nakadepende yun sa available na sizes of our material. So, ano ba yung closest na available sa market size sa 0.49 inches? Alam natin na ang closest na available ay 0.5 o yung 1/2 inch. So, yung dimension ng ating key at the width of our key is approximately 1/2 inch. And another thing, ano sa problem? Ang key na to ay isang square key. So, kapag square key, ang ating width ng ating thickness ay iisa. So, yan ang cross-section ng ating key. So, the width is equal to thickness. So, yung 1/2 inch, yun din ang measurement ng thickness natin. Okay, paano naman ang length? So, ang length natin ay 1.5 ng diameter, which is 1.97. So, what is our length of the key? It's equivalent to 2.95. So, ganun din, ano ang closest na size which is available to the market? So, pinakamalapit sa 2.95 ay 3 inches. So, meron tayong mga dimension. So, ano yun? Start tayo sa width, which is 1/2 inch. And the thickness, also 1/2 inch. And the length is 3 inches. So yan ang dimension ng ating G. Next one, couplings. So what are couplings? So couplings are used in machinery for the connection of shaft of units that are manufactured separately, such as a motor and a generator, and to provide for disconnection for repairs or automations. So itong ating mga couplings ginagamit sa pagko-couple. So pinagsasama natin yung dalawang shaft which are manufactured separately para magkaroon sila ng relative motion with each other. So again, kung meron tayong rotating members, so it is subject to torsion, subject din sa mga stresses. So our first one is the shear stress on the coupling bolts. So ano ba yung coupling bolts natin? So let's say this is our pulley. So this is we have our shaft. So ito ating mga coupling bolts. So kapag umiikot yung ating coupling, so subject yan sa stresses. So let's start with our shear stress. So we know the stress formula is equivalent to force over area. So since we are talking about the shear stress at each bolt, so this will be force acting at each bolt divided by the area of each bolt. Okay, so i-derive natin. Okay, since umiikot to, it is subject to torsion. And we know that our torque is force times radius, or 1/2 of diameter. So ano yung force ito? So since umiikot to, na-apekto lahat ng bolt. So ito ay total force acting at the coupling. So ito naman, diameter to ay ang diameter na nag-act sa lahat ng bolt. So tandaan, ang ating mga bolt ay may sinusunod na imaginary circle called the pitch circle or the bolt circle. So itong diameter dito is the bolt circle diameter. So dito, ito yung broken line natin. So yan yung ating bolt circle. That's the imaginary circle na sinusundan ng ating bolts. So dito, our total force is equivalent to 2 times the torque divided by the bolt circle. And then, makakapansin, meron tayo itong force per bolt. Ito naman, total force. Sabi natin na ang total force, ito ay force sa lahat ng bolt. So, paano ko makukuha ang force sa kada isang bolt? So, gagawin ko lang, yung total force natin, i-divide ko sa number of bolts. So, ilagay na natin sa ating shear stress formula. So, our shear stress equivalent to the force per bolt is equivalent to total force over N. Eh, ano ba ang total force? Ito. So, lagay natin ito. This would be 2P over bolt circle diameter. And then, meron tayong nakadivide na N. So, yan yung ating force per bolt. Ano naman ang area ng bolt? So, kunin mo na ang area ng bawat isang bolt. So, ito ay magiging circle, that is pi over 4 times the square of the diameter of each bolt. So, i-denote natin as small letter P. Yun ang diameter of each bolt. So, what will be our derived formula? So, yung over 4 dito, tataas dito. So, this will be 8P over pi E squared dB times N. So that is our shear stress of the coupling bolts. Where T is the torque, small letter d is the diameter of each bolt, d sub b is the bolt circle diameter. So ito yung diameter of the imaginary circle na sinusundan ng ating mga coupling bolts. And n is the number of bolts. So ito naman, subject sa compression. So for the compressive stress on the flange, that is 2T over dt times dv times N. Where T, small letter t, is the thickness of the flange. So let's try this one. Two shafts are connected by a flange coupling. The coupling is secured by 6 bolts, 20 mm in diameter, on a pitch circle diameter of 150 mm. If torque of 120 Nm is applied, find the shear stress in the bolts. So ito ang nawawala. So we have a derived formula that's equivalent to 8T over pi d squared dV times N. That's the shear stress of the bolts. So that will be 8 times torque natin. So we have a torque of 120 Newton meter. Kaso napapansin na ating mga dimension ay naka-millimeter. So again, yung Newton meter para maging Newton millimeter, that will be multiplied by 1,000. 4 times 10 to the 3 para maging Newton meter. So gawin na natin habit yun. Sanayin natin kapag tayo naka-SI, ang force ay Newton, ang dimension ay millimeter, ang torque ay Newton millimeter, para maging stress ay Newton per millimeter squared or megapascal. So we divided by pi times small letter d is the diameter of each bolt, which is 20 millimeters. And then square the bolt circle diameter, that will be the pitch circle diameter of 150 millimeters. And N is the number of bolts. So sabi dito, there are 6 bolts. So cancel ang millimeter. So this will be Newton per mm squared or megapascal. So that's the shear stress in each bolt. It is equivalent to 0.85 mega